What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down DEVANTE Parker and his route running ability. This video is by request, guys, so please leave in the comments if you haven't already who you'd like to see me break down next. I'm still getting to a few this week, but this is a video done by request, and I'm going to take all requests, so let's get started. And also, guys, if you're a receiver and you want to see breakdowns just like this, but of defensive coverages, check out that link in the description. Okay, so the first route he's going to be running is a Sluggo here, okay? So I want to talk about one thing maybe I could see a little bit better and one thing that he did well. So he's coming off here, sells the slant with his eyes real quick, and you see he shoots his eyes back to the quarterback. That's what gets him separation, and then he makes this play, right? So when he's coming off the line here, he sees that this guy's kind of bailing, trying to run this route for him, right? So when he makes this break to the slant, he shoots his eyes back to the quarterback. That's what gets him separation. So you see here, he shoots his eyes, and he's real quick with it. A quick glance with his eyes, committing his shoulders to the slant, that's what gets this DB to commit, right? Your eyes, guys, are going to tell lies. That's what we got to focus on. Your eyes tell lies. Shoot my eyes to the slant, and that's what's going to get this DB to bite, okay? So one thing I think he could have done a little bit better on is you see how he kind of rounds this break, and you see how his hands are kind of swinging out here, and I think he's prepared to swat him by just out of instinct, but I would like to see 1, 2, 3. I'd like to see that third step just a little bit more violent, but again, he is crashing down. He is going to be trying to get hands on, trying to get physical, make a play on the ball, so we do got to get up into this fade portion of a Sluggo a little bit quicker, but that's one thing I think I would like to see a little bit better, but the main thing is we give our eyes here. We shoot our eyes to the quarterback. We commit our shoulders to the slant, but my eyes are violent. That's what I like about this play so much. He comes off the break and he shoots his eyes quick. Like that ball's coming right off the break. That's what's going to get this DB to commit. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So he comes off here. Bam. Eyes are quick. That's what gets this safety. That's what gets 27, not the safety. That's what gets this corner to come down, and then he makes this play. And we're going to talk about also why he's so dangerous after the catch. Okay, so now this main play I want to talk about is how we're going to beat a physical corner off the line of scrimmage, okay? Because you see here, he's in this catch technique. He's not going to jam him, but we got to come off and we got to be physical. We got to be on the offensive, right? We're on offense, right? So we want to be coming out and attacking this DB, and we want to be physical, right? So he's going to be working this diamond release. He's running a slant. So what a diamond release is hard. 3 steps at a 45-degree angle, swatting him by with our right arm, and then breaking up on this slant. So let's watch this thing full speed, then we'll break it down. So he's coming off here, 1, 2, 3, swat him by. Now you see what being physical off the line and having an attack mind does to this DB, right? He comes off, look at this, 1. Now this gets this DB on his heels, right? We're coming out fast, full speed, attacking this DB. That's what we got to do. We want to sell vertical as well. We want to act like we're just trying to get up and run right by him, because what DBs are used to, and especially at the high school level, you guys can relate to this, is we're making all these moves right here. They're taught to just stay square and go, but what they're not prepared for is a receiver to come out full speed and be physical. That's why your stance is important. Okay, so when a DB, let's say this DB is up right here and he's trying to jam him, right? My stance is super important. If my back leg is way the hell back here, I'm off balance, and my first step is going to be a false step, right? Or if my back leg is turned, I have to take a false step and then go. You see Parker's stance. Good pad level position, right? Look at his hands. Hands are ready. He's leaning forward in a good pad level, and his feet aren't super wide, right? Underneath him, and his toes are going straight forward. That's how we get on the offensive, and that's how we attack this DB, right? So he comes off here, straight off. A little bit of a hesitation move with that front leg just to kind of get a read on this DB, see how he's going to play, and let's go attack him. Let's burst up. Hesitation to kind of get his feet to stop. Then we're bursting up 3 hard steps to the outside. Now look where his eyes are and look where his shoulders are. Both committed to the outside. That's what gets this DB to shuffle. That's what gets this DB to turn and be off balance, right? So 1, 2, 3, and again, he's physical with that off arm. Swatting him by. This DB wants to get hands on him. We get hands right back on this DB. We want to be physical. We want to swat with my right arm anytime I'm working this diamond release. And you can see he's putting the brakes on right on a dime. 1, 2, 3. Sudden stick with his left foot. We got to be able to work my feet and my hands at the exact same time. So being very sudden when we make this stick to the slant, being physical with my right arm, swatting his DB by, and you see the space that was able to get him by just swatting him by. And now he's accelerating out of this break over the middle, then making this play. It's a great job working this slant by DEVANTE Parker versus press. Because here's the deal. If he just tries to why we attack the outside right here is to get this DB to slide or to get him to turn his hips, and that gives us room, right? If we were to just run 3 steps up at him, he'd stay here, get hands on us, and we wouldn't run this route. And you're going to see in a second, Parker does something similar to that, right? 3 hard steps to the outside, gets this DB off of his platform, gives us some space to work in the inside. Let's watch it full speed one more time. So again, coming off, 1, 2, 3, gets him shuffling over to the middle, makes a play. It's a great job by DEVANTE Parker. Okay. So now we're going to talk about how to win a jump ball, okay? So how do we win a jump ball? Ball's underthrown, maybe didn't get as much separation as we like, or our quarterback's just giving us a chance over the top. How do we make a play on a jump ball? So let's watch it full speed, then we'll break it down. Kind of gives this little skip release. DB plays it well. Now, how do we go up and make a play like that? What are the mechanics of that? How can we work that? I think a lot of it, guys, how we work that just comes from reps personally. Working reps, a lot of one-on-one reps, having your quarterback throw you jump balls and you go up and with a strong grip. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about today. So this walk release doesn't really do anything. DB's playing it well. Kick up into second gear. DB's doing a great job right here. DB's in the right position to make a play. But quarterback's just giving our guy a chance, right? This is a mismatch. We got a guy who knows where he's going, right? The receiver always knows that he's going, and he's about a head taller than this DB, right? So let's go up and make a play. Let's give it above the rim and let's let my guy go make it. And receivers need to kind of understand this. When it's man coverage like this and there's a matchup, we want to go right there and we want to make that play. So again, he throws this thing above the rim. Now when we go up for this ball, guys, we got to make sure that we have a strong grip with my hands. That's how I want to go up for this ball. I don't want to go up and have nice soft hands and kind of let this thing bounce off, and let it maybe be hesitant. I want to go up and get this thing. I want to go take it from the DB, and how I do that is by having strong hands at the top of the throw, or at the top of the jump, right? And how that is developed is by working your grip strength. If you get your grip strength better, you're working those 100 catches a day like I've been saying for freaking months now. How do you improve your hands? 100 catches a day, and you go up with strong hands, you're going to take this ball from that DB and look at that great awareness to keep his feet in bounds, and then let's go score. That's a great job by DEVANTE Parker, demonstrating how we can win a jump ball by having strong hands, going up for the ball, and being violent. We want to be aggressive, right? We want to be more aggressive than this guy off the line of scrimmage, at the top of the route, and when the ball's in the air, we want to be more aggressive than that guy, and it is just a mindset thing, guys. If we can have that mindset off the line that we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go take this ball, we're going to get separation off the line. Parker demonstrates great ability of that, like on the release we just saw and on this catch, being physical and having that mindset at the receiver position. Let's watch it full speed one more time. So again, coming off, ball's thrown up above the rim. Let's go take it from him. Strong hands, snatch it from him right to the tuck. That's a great job by DEVANTE Parker. Okay, so now he's going to be running an in route here, and we're going to talk about how being physical with this DB can get him off balance, and that can get a separation. So let's watch it full speed. So he kind of takes this little walk release, jab, gets the hands on this DB, and then makes a play, makes a guy miss. That's a great job by DEVANTE Parker after the catch. We're also going to talk about how to run after the catch on this. So he's at the bottom of the screen if you didn't see it. So when he comes off, he kind of gives a skip release jab here, right? Now, he's going to work upfield and initiate contact. When we don't break this guy at the line of scrimmage, right, we got to have a plan. We can't just say, oh, didn't work, and then just try to just run and cruise up into my route. There's a square cut route. We got to let this play develop, right? We got to let the play develop, so that's why he knows, let's push up and get to my depth a little bit longer, right? So he does, and what does he do? He's physical with this DB. And like we said, it's a mindset thing, guys. We got to have that mindset that I'm going to be more physical than this guy, and that gets him all the separation he needs, especially when you're a big body guy like Parker is. We don't need that much separation. Quarterbacks just got to put it on us. From a quarterback perspective, when I played, it was, I got a big guy, let's just put it somewhere on his body. He's going to make the play, okay? He's a big body guy, let's give him a chance, right? And that's exactly what he does, and he understands that. Now, we're going to talk about why he's deciding to catch this thing with his body right here, right? Number one, because he's in traffic, and if he tries to catch this thing with his hands, it's very easy for a DB to just rip right through his hands and knock the ball out, right? So he lets this thing get into his body because it allows him to protect this thing. Now here's what's going to happen. I say catch it with your body, then you guys are going to go try to catch everything with your body, and it's going to bounce off your shoulder pads. There are times where you catch with your hands, and there are times where you catch with your body, and he's got a guy kind of grabbing on his arms too. So we want to be able to work both, okay? We got to be able to do both, and I know it's a common thing. You got to keep your hands in a diamond. You got to go catch it out away from your body, which is true, and I coach that. But there are situations where in traffic, where we can't maybe get two hands up, or we want to protect this ball, we catch that thing with my body, not my chest plate, because that's how the ball bounces off. You have that little gap between your waist and that chest pad right there. That's where we want to stay. Okay, so, and I know that's probably going to be, you probably have never been coached catch it with your body before, but you see a lot of NFL guys do that. And so this is the reason behind it. They're not trying to get this ball knocked out. They're not trying to get ripped through, or they just can't get two hands up there. But a guy famous for that is Antonio Brown. He made a career out of that, going over the middle and catching this thing with his body, right? So that's why we do that. Now we're going to talk about after the catch here. So after the catch, this cut, It's the same idea as when we're making a speed cut, like on a post or we're running an out. We want to be very sudden. I want to move my head and my shoulders in the direction with the cut, but I want to stay in an explosive position. You see here, he's not reaching to the point where his pad level stands up. I see a lot of people reach out for a cut, and what they do is they pop their pad level up, they drag this back foot, and they reach, and that makes him slow, and that would help him get his head taken off, right? But he's very just sudden with this, and he makes this play. And he does have a little bit of a drag, but you see how after he makes that cut, he's bursting up to the next play, or trying to get the first down, excuse me. So when he makes this cut, it's very sudden. Sudden, I'm out of there. That's what we got to be. Anytime we're making a speed cut on a route, making a release off the line, anytime we're making a play with the ball in my hands, I want my feet to be sudden. I want my head and my shoulders to work with my feet, and then I could burst up and go make another play. So let's watch this thing full speed one more time. It's a great overall play, initiating the contact, making this catch in traffic, making a guy miss. Let's watch it full speed. So coming off here, get physical, get all the separation we need, catch this thing with my body, protect the ball, sudden stick, making this cut. That's a great job by DEVANTE Parker. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. If you have any other requests, please just leave them in the comments below. I'll make sure to get back to you. If you haven't already left one before, I know I'm getting a lot of there are a lot of clips that I haven't got to, but believe me, I'm getting to them. It's just making sure I could get them all in the next week. But I really appreciate that, guys, and I'll see you next time.